recognition of Palestinian statehood is gaining momentum on the global stage. Major countries like UK, Canada, and Australia have now officially acknowledged a Palestinian state, a move that comes amid Israel's deepening military campaign in Gaza and ongoing settlement expansion in the West Bank.
So today, to revive the hope of peace and a two-state solution, I state clearly, as Prime Minister of this great country, that the United Kingdom formally recognises the State of Palestine. We recognised the State of Israel more than 75 years ago as a homeland for the Jewish people. Today, we join over 150 countries who recognise a Palestinian state also. A pledge to the Palestinian and Israeli people that there can be a better future.
But inside Palestinian politics, the situation is more complicated. Hamas, the growing authority in Gaza, holds a conditional and historically cautious position on Palestinian statehood. Historically, Hamas demanded a Palestinian state covering the entire territory of the former British Mandate Palestine, from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. For decades, this meant outright rejection of Israel's legitimacy. Over time, Hamas has signaled conditional acceptance of a Palestinian state within the 1967 borders, including the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem, as part of a formula of national consensus. But even then, recognition of Israel remains off the table. Hamas's stand is rooted in four key positions. Full liberation goal. Hamas refuses any alternative to reclaiming all historic Palestine, the land from river to sea. A temporary state within 1967 lines is only a stepping stone, not a final settlement. Armed resistance. Hamas will not disarm until a fully sovereign Palestinian state with Jerusalem as its capital is established and recognized. Weapons are viewed as essential leverage in negotiations and defense. Non-recognition of Israel. Hamas continues to reject Israel's legitimacy as a state, framing it as an occupying entity, a position that complicates international two-state frameworks. Skepticism of limited recognition. Hamas sees partial recognition as insufficient. They warn that it could weaken Palestinians' claim to historic land and refugee rights. In short, Hamas does not oppose Palestinian statehood outright, but its acceptance is conditional. The state must be fully sovereign, with Jerusalem as its capital, and seen as a step toward the liberation of all historic Palestine. As Western countries like Canada, Australia, and the UK move toward recognition, Hamas's cautious stance highlights a persistent challenge for peace.
آن الأوان لهذه الدول أن تخرج من عباءة الاحتلال وأن تقول كلمتها بعد أن شاهدت الدمار والتطهير العرقي والقتل في غزة وفي كل أنحاء قطاع غزة. آن الأوان لها. بريطانيا يجب أن تكفر عن سيئاتها من بعد بلفور حتى الآن، لأنه نحن فلسطينيين نريد أن نعيش مثل بقية شعوب العالم.
Recognition is one thing. Achieving consensus on what Palestinian statehood truly means is another. The question remains, can diplomacy, politics, and compromise bridge decades of conflict, or is this just the beginning of another chapter in a long struggle? Bureau Report, India Today Global.